2 in a row. So a lot of positives there. It was challenging, Lindsey, but I think our players handled it really well, like we've talked about throughout the course of the week. These guys have done an excellent job just kind of understanding, all right, everything we do is for a reason. I thought it came at a good time to kind of get away and have almost kind of a camp-type setting in the middle of the season where it was just about us getting a chance to spend a little bit more time together than you would otherwise. And I thought our guys responded in the right way, and to be able to go 2-0 in that stretch is exactly what you can do. I thought he was great. I thought Jared was really good as well. Especially in that first half, for Jared to be able to throw for 372, have another clean game with no turnovers, 2 touchdowns, and then for Cooper to have 220. What else can you say? But, he just continues to make play after play. A lot of good catches over the middle, a lot of big third down conversions, and then the rack that you can see that consistently shows up was instrumental to a lot of our success offensively, and he balled today. Yeah, it's hard to say he hasn't. He's played at such a high level. He's really been so consistent. Since the first day that he got with us. I can remember even in the mini rookie camp, in the rookie mini camp where you're just saying, man, this guy's a great football player. And really that's what he's been for the last 3 years. I think the way that he attacked his rehab, you look at Reggie Scott, Neil Alitros, our training staff, and what a great job they all did to commit to helping him come back stronger. And I think that's what he's done through the first 8 games of the season. Yeah. We've practiced that one for a couple weeks since we ran the actual double reverse against Cleveland on the Sunday night game. So it was something that the guys had done a great job, and really kind of the players had kind of felt some of those looks off of that action that we had in practice. And credit to those guys for being able to make it work. It was something that we've had a chance. There's been the last couple weeks we've kind of looked for it, and the circumstances haven't really dictated our ability to get it off, and today did, and they executed in a big way. Yep. Well, I think it was big, Vinny, to be able to just respond the right way. And I think for us to get tested this early in the season is going to make us stronger in the long run. We'll get our players a chance to get themselves healthy, get away a little bit. Our staff will have a chance to still get some rest, but really look at ourselves, figure out, all right, what can we do a great job of from an evaluation standpoint, especially these first 8 weeks, and then putting ourselves in a position to hopefully peak at the right time. But all we can do is find a way to, get healthy and then come back and win our next game against Pittsburgh. I think there's going to be a lot of things. It's hard to point out one thing individually, but I do think that there's going to be a lot of things in all 3 phases, that the types of coaches, the types of players we have with the standards that we expect to operate with day in and day out, and then game in and game out, there's definitely going to be some good things that we can look at, and it's nice to be able to feel that way after 2 wins. Damn right. When it works out like that, heck yeah. That's as fun for me as it is for the fans. I bet it's a little bit more fun for me than it is for the fans. But it was great to be able to see the players do that. I thought they did a great job executing versus that look, and to be able to cap it off with a touchdown, was it a time we needed it? And it was a big response right there. Yeah, it just kind of worked out that way. It was hard just kind of with the way. Again, I always say it's the flow of the game, and that was really what it ended up being. But he had some tough, hard-earned runs. I thought he did a great job punching that one in for the touchdown, and he did a nice job. And I thought Darryl had some tough yards as well. Just making plays. His number was called. I thought Jared did a good job within the progressions of being able to find him when the look presented itself, and then you could just see the ability to create after the catch. Making plays, being able to create separation. He had some huge third down conversions versus some man coverage structures, and then he also had some good ability to find some soft spots and some zones on some in-breaking routes. But it was a collaboration of both, really, the protection, Jared finding them, and then Cooper being able to make the plays. Yeah, I think what we did is we did a good job of responding from some adversity. We're 5-3. We're what our record says we are. But we want to be able to look at ourselves, like I was mentioning, Gary, figure out what can we do to just consistently have good, clean performances, all 3 phases putting it together. I think when you look at it, the Atlanta game was a step in the right direction, and I think in some glimpses, each of the phases played well, but we got to play consistently through all 4 quarters, and I didn't think we did that, and I think that's a good thing to be able to feel that way. You never take for granted the ability to win a football game. That's the goal. But to be able to say, hey, I think there's some things that we can still do at a more efficient level in all three phases is a good feeling and something that we're looking forward to attacking on this bye week. I think so, Vinny. He had a couple rushes where he ended up getting to Dalton and forcing the ball out, and kind of then it ends up being somebody gets an edge, and then it ends up being, a bunch of guys end up hitting because it forces Dalton to move and step up in the pocket, and you get him off of his spot. So he's an ascending player. Like I've said, I think Chris Shula does a great job with that group. They're just getting better and better, and we're looking forward to seeing him continue to grow. Yeah, well, to say that we're done, I don't know. I think we're always looking to do things that we think are in the best interest of our football team. But those are some things that, Les and I will look at and we'll figure out if there's a situation to be had that maybe upgrades us, that fits within the framework of not only just this year, but the entirety of what we want to do for the next couple years. But I would never say never, but, I don't know that you'll expect some kind of move like what the Ramsey one was. But, we'll see. That'll be something that we'll evaluate this next week. Really, it ends up, the deadline's coming up in the next couple of days, so it'll be a short window for us to do anything with that flight back. There's always things that come up in some of those discussions, but, for the most part, we like to just keep those things in-house, Lindsay. They were great. And this is the third time that I've been part of a team coming here. Second time with the Rams. I just think the people are great. There's an excitement. There's a passion for football. And you can see it's great to be able to extend the NFL platform, to be able to come over here and play in front of a lot of fans that make it fun to do that. So it was great. All right, thank you.